This is the National ARRL Field Day. Happens every year, the last weekend of June, and radio clubs and amateurs all around the nation and even Canada and other parts of the world set up in a field and try to make as many contacts as they can. So it's an exercise, part exercise, it's part contest. It's also something we do for the public, so that we do it in a public place so that people can come and see what ham radio is about, maybe get on the air, maybe get interested in getting their own license. It's a great opportunity for all those things. So we've set up in this windy, remote place. It's out with no power, and we bring our own generators, and we have solar power as well, and try to make as many contacts as we can over the 24-hour period from 11 a.m. Saturday to 11 a.m. Sunday. So it's also part contest, and some people love the contesting, some people love the exercise of setting this equipment up. It's a chance to check and make sure that all your equipment works. Sometimes it sits for a long time without being used, but we need to know that it's ready in case of an actual emergency or some sort of incident. So we've set up a number of stations here. We have two main operating stations. This is our contest exchange. We are 2 Alpha, meaning we are a club operating with 2 radios. And we are also allowed a 3rd free station. Station number 1 has 2 radios. One of them set up for digital operations, the other is set up for voice or phone communications, just regular talking on the mic.
Whiskey 6 Sierra Charlie Foxtrot.
We can also send WinLink messages using 2 meters. That's a digital mode that allows us to send an email by radio. And they also act as what is called Get on the Air, GOTA, G-O-T-A station, which is part of the public aspect of this operation. We encourage people to come. They don't need a license. They can operate under our license during the event and have a chance to test out a radio, see how it works, see if they like it, maybe get them interested in getting their license. We really try to involve the public, and even if they don't want to become a ham, they may benefit from knowing that there's a ham living close to them in an emergency. If all the other communications are out and they need to get a message, they need help, they know that there's a ham radio operator nearby. So it's really just an outreach opportunity for us. It's all volunteer, so we rely on our club members and others to come and help us get this whole little village set up in a short period of time. We can only start 24 hours before the operation and set up our canopies, set up our food tent, set up the antennas, and then we start operating the next morning. I just looked at a map of how we're doing right now. We're mostly on the West Coast, up and down. We've hit Canada, we've hit Southern California. I think we've gone to Hawaii and a couple of states towards the east, Florida and I think Texas.
Oh, I'm off frequency. Oh no, that's because I'm transferring.
So we have 2 antennas. This year we're using a hex beam antenna that's behind me that operates on 5 or 6 different bands, 6 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters. And we put it together, it's all a bunch of pieces, and we put it together, it becomes that bowl shape, and lift it up into the air and use guy lines to stabilize it. That's called a hex or a hexagonal beam antenna. The other antenna is a dipole. Dipole is 2 sections. Usually they're horizontally located. We also had to modify things this year just to be able to get it up at all. It's actually positioned as a inverted V. So the center post is in the center and all of the fan parts are coming down to the ground. Yeah, this winds up being a great learning opportunity for our members. We really encourage people to come out because they get to see how these antennas are put together, how they're raised in a safe manner, and we have educational activities at Field Day too, so they're able to learn about things like WinLink or antenna analyzing, how to figure out if your antenna is actually effective or not. And so it's wonderful for our club. It's a lot of fun. We stay up all night, tear down on Sunday, and sleep all day Monday.